maybe you need to consult with them, work with them a bit to help you get through this. Hey there, Libra, and welcome to your week of November 1st, 2021 General Tarot reading. We're going to be looking at you coming into this week, some challenges you might be facing, as well as some possible outcomes for you. We got a pop out already. We're going to be clarifying all those cards and tying everything off with an oracle card at the end of the video, so you're going to want to stick around for all that. If I could talk, these are general readings, Libra. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make something that doesn't. Don't be trying to put no square pegs and no round holes. So thank you for being here, Libra, and let's see what we got for you. All right. So we got the 10 of Wands to start. The Ace of Wands, I like them two coming out together. That's really nice. And Scorpio with the Death card. Oh, this is a very good start here, I feel. So we got the 10 of Wands kicking things off. So 10 of Wands, big time weight coming off your shoulders. Something's been stressing you out. Something that's been causing a lot of anxiety, making you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders here with the 10 of Wands. So that's coming to an end, which means that something new is starting, which is wonderful because the Ace of Wands and the Death card are all about starting up something new. The Death card is about a cycle coming to an end, and starting up something else, ending a cycle, beginning something new. Also very beautiful. And the Ace of Wands is about starting up something new and just going for it, right? Not really caring about like what people think about it. You have that spark of creativity. You're just like, I have this really good idea, or this idea I'm very passionate about, and I'm just going to go for it. So I love that. That's awesome. I feel like you have had your fill of whatever this was with the 10 of Wands, whatever that weight was that you were carrying. You're like, I'm done with that, and I'm doing something else. I'm going to do something for me. I'm going to do something that I think is awesome, and I'm going to go for it. So that's great. The Death card here as well represents change cycles ending, but it's also Scorpio's card. So you might be dealing with a Scorpio, or you may have Scorpio in your chart. I have Scorpio in my chart under I'm a Scorpio moon, so we might be Scorpio buddies. If we are, let me know down below. But yeah, this is awesome. Just you done with the tough stuff and starting up something awesome here. So that's fantastic. That's beautiful. All right, let's get in. Let's see what kind of challenges you might be facing here, Libra. See what's going on there. Got more water signs here with the Chariot, the High Priestess, and the 9 of Cups. All right. So the Chariot, sign of Cancer, fellow water sign with the Death card. So again, you might have some Cancer in your chart, might be dealing with the Cancer. I'm a Cancer sun, so interestingly enough, this is kind of me coming in here. Me popping up on you. But yeah, the Chariot, within your challenge position, can mean that you're having difficulties just getting out and going, right? Like really getting out of the blocks, right? Starting things up here might be a challenge for you, just, getting a move on and trying to take the reins. Maybe you have some external forces blocking you at this time. The High Priestess is here as well, could be having some trouble. Maybe feeling like you can't trust your intuition, or your intuition is kind of leading you astray at this time as well, where you feel like, oh, I should do this, and then it ends up that's not really the right thing. So I'd say instead of trusting your intuition, you should probably be focusing more on just what is actually in front of you, like the facts and things like that, instead of trying to trust your gut, right? Because your gut might be telling you one thing, but it's actually another way you should go here. And we also have the 9 of Cups here, maybe some concern here that you won't ever reach this point. You won't have fulfillment and satisfaction in your life when you start this new thing up, because there's a lot of trouble here in the beginning, right? You feel like you won't get to that point. But we will see. We will see. We'll get you some outcome cards here, see if we can get you through. Got the 9 of Swords popping out to start things off. Let's see what else is out there for you, Libra. All right. Got the 9 of Swords. You got Gemini coming in with the Lovers and the Queen of Cups. All right. So, could be a situation here where you just need to get out of your own head, right? The 9 of Swords is a card that represents you kind of being in a good spot, but you're letting your anxieties and stresses and stuff kind of take over, right? You're kind of letting them kind of worry things, making so you can't enjoy what's going on in your life here at this time. So I feel like that's kind of, don't worry about this stuff here. Don't worry about like if you're, the start is kind of rough and maybe, things are going a little astray. Maybe you feel like you're not ever going to get to this Nine of Cups. It's like, don't worry about it. Just focus on the good stuff that's happening. Don't let the anxieties and stresses and all those nightmares kind of fill you up and make you kind of regret what you're doing, or make you feel like you're never going to achieve what you want to achieve. So get that stuff out of your mind here for first things. Next up is the Lovers. Sign of Gemini. You might have Gemini in your chart. I'm popping in again because I have Gemini in Venus for me. So, I'm all up in your business. Maybe we're Gemini buddies too. Who knows? But the Lovers is a card of like that soulmate connection, a big time soulmate connection. So it could be like I say, it could be a partner, a lover, obviously, but it can also potentially be like a best friend as well. So it can go either way, but generally with the Lovers, that soulmate connection is someone who wants to be around permanently, right? This is like a best friend for life, or or a lover for life, or a lover that's going to stick around for a long damn time too. So that's wonderful. So maybe you need to consult with them, work with them a bit to help you get through this. Maybe they can, offer some insight, or maybe they can offer their own expertise, even if it's something as little as just, taking a little bit of the burden off your shoulders so you can really focus down on getting this going. That could be something as simple as that, or maybe they, like I say, maybe they know a bit about what you're doing and they can help you out that way as well. So that's fantastic. I also got the Queen of Cups here. I want you to nurture and treat and make sure your emotions and feelings are in a good place, right? We want to get away from the anxieties and the fears in your head and make sure you're feeling good, right? Make sure you're in a good place that way, right? Like I say, you are in a good place. It's just you need to kind of nurture and grow that here. And maybe that Lovers, that connection, whoever it is, whether it's a friend or a partner, maybe they are that Queen of Cups. There's someone who can empathize with you, someone who you can talk to and be vulnerable with, someone who really understands and just has like a shoulder to cry on here and kind of help you out. And maybe that, even just working through that, will help you in the long run. So that's fantastic, Libra. Let's take a look at the Sun card on the bottom of the deck. Happiest card in the deck. Fantastic. That's great. But let's look at some clarifiers here for you, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. We're going to clarify everything, and then we're going to tie it all off with an oracle card at the end of the video, so you're going to want to stick around for that. Thank you again for making it this far, and let's take a look at your clarifiers here, Libra. Let's see. We got the King of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Interesting. Some conflict here. Some conflicting forces here with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. Fives in tarot are generally conflicts. They're generally, two competing forces or more. With the Five of Wands, it's a lot of people. It's like a lot of different rivals and stuff. With the Five of Swords, it's like trying to win at any cost. Really going in hard on that. And with the King of Swords is being very analytical and just being like, here are the facts and this is what's what. But the Five of Wands, I'm going to take you down another path with the Five of Wands. It can be a card of self-improvement, focusing down on improving yourself, focusing down on improving, getting better, getting in shape, or just improving your skills in general, or things like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be two people conflicting with one another here. So I like that. Again, I feel like right now you're coming in very this is what it is. This is the truth. This is the facts, right? And that's maybe what's leading to this Nine of Swords here, where you might be getting in that mode of feeling like, nothing's working because we're having such a trouble start here. And you might feel like, well, nothing's working. This is all going wrong. And I feel like you need to get out of that mindset and get more into this Queen of Cups, into the emotional. Do you feel good about this? Is this something you're pursuing? Don't worry about whether it's starting off rocky or not. Just focus on the fact that this is satisfying, and this is something you want to do, and you're doing this for yourself. The results will come. Just got to work on that passionately. And that's kind of some of the trouble too with the Five of Swords. You get in that mode of like, I got to win. I got to have the satisfaction. I got to have the success. I got to have all that going for me. And you focus too much down on that. And that kind of just spoils everything else. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got here for your clarifiers for your challenges here, Libra. We got the world. We got Scorpio coming in again. We got Journey jumping up on the table. Journey, I need you to be cool, buddy. No, that's not being cool. That's over here is being cool. Over here, buddy. No, he's deaf. You can't hear a word I'm saying. Sit down, bud. Sit down. So we got the World. There's a World. We got the Death card, and we've also got the Six of Swords here. I feel like here, this is a big time transition you want to have happen. Like, obviously, you want to have the success and overcome those things and have Journey jump into the middle of your reading like he always does. Geez, buddy, you cannot push everything. But with the Six of Swords here, being in the rough waters, you kind of being in a spot that it feels rough, but you can see like the success you could potentially have here, and you want to transition to that big time. You want to have the good things happen for you, and like, who doesn't, obviously. But with the Six of Swords and the World and the Death card all being in your challenge position, it just feels to me like you feel like this isn't going to happen, or that like kind of flick of the switch moment for you isn't going to happen, right? It's just not coming along for you here at this time. But again, like, I feel like you're focusing too much on end results and not focusing enough on like the process, and focusing down enough on enjoying what you're doing. Because like I say, with the Ace of Wands back there, it's all about doing something for yourself, right? Doing something you enjoy. So let's take a look and clarify your outcome cards. If Journey's gonna let us here, buddy. He can't hear a word I'm saying. He's deaf as a post. All right, let's see what we got here. Got the Empress, lovely. Got the Eight of Pentacles, I love it. And the Knight of Wands, fantastic. All right. So the Empress, ton of abundance coming in for you. You just gotta have that abundance mindset, right? I remember watching a video, I think it was Alicia Keys, talking about an abundance mindset versus a scarcity mindset, and how you need to live in like an abundance mindset where it's like there's always going to be more, there's going to be enough for me down the road. Don't worry about like what's happening right now. And that doesn't necessarily mean be like reckless with like your money or be reckless with your time or anything like that, but be in the mindset of like, well, I didn't get it done today, but I can get it done tomorrow. I just need to work on that. Oh my God, buddy, you need to calm down over here. Thank you so much. With that kind of like abundance mindset, right? Rather than having a scarcity one, I feel like that's going to help you out a lot as well. Having the Eight of Pentacles here as well is great, because it's meaning you got to put in the hard work, right? You got to put in the hard work. You got to practice. Practice makes perfect, right? You just got to put in the time, rise and shine. Rise and shine. That's not what I meant. What is it? Repetition is the path to mastery, right? Like that kind of a mindset. Because I feel like the more you practice, the more time you put in, you're not going to have to worry about all this stuff in the middle about worrying whether things are going to succeed or you're going to be able to overcome them or not. It's just going to be like you have the skills, you developed them and cultivated them to the point that you do have the skills to overcome this, which is fantastic. And we also have the Knight of Wands here and Journey's butt. The Knight of Wands is you taking action. Second fastest knight in the deck, so I feel like things are going to be moving along for you very quickly. With the Knight of Wands as well, he's very much a knight that goes after what he wants and doesn't really doesn't care what other people think of him, doesn't care what other people are saying. He's just doing it because this is what he wants to do. And again, I feel like you need to take that kind of a mindset and not worry about like whether you're having success or not, or whether other people are like sitting there being like, well, you're not making profit off of it. This is like one thing my dad asks me all the time about YouTube videos. He's like, are you making money off it yet? And I'm like, no, I'm not. But I'm helping people and I'm doing what I like to do. And that's what's important. Right? And so you need that kind of a mindset, right? So let's take a look at your Oracle cards. Let's tie everything off. Journey, how are you doing, buddy? Am I shuffling to your specifications, bud? Is this not the most awkward thing you have ever had bear witness to you today, Journey? All right, so hopefully this has resonated with you here, Libra. Hopefully this is clicked with you on some level or another. But let's take a look. Let's see what we got for your Oracle card here. For you, we got the Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit here at this time. You gotta be generous of spirit. Generally, when we think generosity, we're being generous to others around us, and that is true. You should be generous to others as well. But with being generous of spirit, for this particular reading for you, in this reading here, Libra, I would say be generous to yourself, right? Be generous to the situation at hand. Be generous with that, because once you give that generosity, you have that abundance mindset. Being generous, when you're abundant, you're willing to, dole out, more time, money, whatever to other people. Once you have that mindset, you are, you're great. Like, you're doing good. You have that abundance mindset. You're not worrying about scarcity, about what you don't have. You're focusing on what you do have and going and being thankful and grateful for that. Something I also want to note here through this entire reading, as I look at it, is all of this is messed up, but that resolution is still good. Like, everything else got dinged up here, but your resolution is still good. So I would take that as a good sign that, focus on abundance, focus on the good, focus on doing what you want to do. Get some help from your best friend, your lover, whoever it might be. Maybe even need that shoulder to cry on. Put the time in, focus on the good, and you will be good. So if you want to help out the channel there, Libra, you can leave a like down below. You can subscribe to the channel. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you so much for being here, Libra, and I hope to see you in the next video.